Greetings and welcome to another episode of Canadian History X. Now, I love hockey. In fact, I love hockey quite a bit, and I love the Edmonton Oilers. So I thought for this episode, I'm going to look at who was the very first NHL draft pick, like ever. Doing this because the Oilers have had a lot of first overall draft picks the past few years, including Connor McDavid, who is pretty amazing. But I wanted to look at who was the very first, going all the way back to the very first NHL draft that happened in 1963 with a man by the name of Garry Monohan, and he was drafted by the Montreal Canadiens. So let's look and take a quick glance at who was Garry Monohan. Born on October 20th, 1946, Garry Monohan was the very first NHL draft pick. Picked first overall in 1963 by the Montreal Canadiens, he would play his first few years after he was chosen for the St. Michael's Buzzards in Toronto. Staying with the Junior B team until the next season, he made it to Junior A with the Peterborough Petes in the OHL. He played with them from 1964 to 1967. He would become the league's leading scorer in 1967 with 84 points in 47 games. In 1967-68, he made his debut with the Canadiens, but spent most of his time playing for the Houston Apollos. After the 1968-69 season, he was traded to the Detroit Red Wings, and then, at the end of the season, to the Los Angeles Kings. In his 72 games with the two teams that year, he had 3 goals and 10 points. The next season, he was traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs, where he began to see more ice time. He played 4 full seasons with the team before he was traded to the Vancouver Canucks in the 1974-75 season. He would play there for another 4 seasons. He would have his best year with them in 1976-77 when he had 18 goals and 44 points. He was then traded back to the Leafs in the 1978-79 season where he had 4 goals in 62 games. He would then retire from the NHL, having played 748 games and earning 116 goals and 169 assists for a total of 285 points. He then traveled to Japan, where he played hockey there until 1981-82, when he retired at the age of 35. He then began working for the Vancouver Canucks on their radio broadcasts.